Guys, I am so sorry. Namaste. I am so sorry. I freaking can't do the short videos. I know I'm supposed to do short videos because it helps the channel or analytics, whatever. It's too short for me. I can't even finish a sentence, and then I start getting anxiety. I'm not going to be able to get out what I want to say. So, you know what? It's more natural for me to do a friggin' short video than a short, okay? Unless I'm in Venice. You know about my Venice trips, okay? I'll still do those Venice trips, but I don't have anything funny to say right now, so I can't do a Venice trip. But I do want to tell you that, yeah, I've been sitting here. I got some notes. I got some titles and notes. I got, yeah, your girl works. Your girl's, it may not look like I'm working, but I am working. The old mind is always going. And I'm working on my age spots. I put 2 different kinds of creams on it. So, sorry about the no makeup, but I do have a glossy lip, okay? Yeah, I'm trying these 2 different things. One's turmeric oil, which I didn't see any difference the last time, but I didn't use it religiously, and I have to use it religiously if I want to try to make this devoid of the age spot, the old age spots. Usually I just cover them up with my makeup. Sorry about that little mini burp. It's time for coffee. Okay. Yeah, I got a lot of things to say. I don't know. I guess because my anniversary and I did a couple of shorts, but what happened after the anniversary, okay? Get your mind out of the gutter. All right, we're going to go over all of that. It's going to be a short video because I have something else to put up that I have to start working on, which is a nice thing for you guys, but I have to set it up. It involves like an intuitive read. You probably won't see me. You're going to see 3 cards, and you're going to pick a pile, and you're going to pick a canvas. Okay, I'm really excited about doing it. But I have to be woken up a little bit more in the brain and have my music on to tap in. But what do I want to say? Those of you who care, who have been following my health issues, sorry in advance. Yeah, so you know I got last Thursday I got the transvaginal. Yeah, that was last Thursday. Is today Thursday or Wednesday? Okay, it's Wednesday, I think. All right, days go by super fast. Really super, super fast. Anyhow, happy birthday to my brother-in-law, John. Happy birthday, John. Happy birthday, Johnny. Devin told me to call you and sing happy birthday to you, but I don't have your number. You never gave it to me. Okay, so I'll do it on my sister's phone. Anyway, you don't watch this channel. You don't watch this channel. Anyway, let's get some coffee going on in the old bucket. So what I wanted to say is, I'm going to need a water bottle to fill that up because I need my hand. Is the gastroenterologist. So the gynecologist said, you're all good. There's just old stuff in there. I did tell you that, right? She would do nothing on me, right? Put you down for a second. She would do nothing on me. And sorry, my hair has not been done yet. Okay, I have to wash it. Look at how stiff it is. I need a haircut, but the lady never called me back. Then I was going to cut it myself, but I don't want to screw it up. So I'm just going to wash it and put, when I have a minute, I'm going to put my hair dye in it. Blue Baby. But lately I've been thinking about doing this one. And yeah, the Tanzanite. I've been thinking about the Tanzanite. Because, I don't know, I like Blue Jean Baby, but I can always do that another time. And Tanzanite, I don't know. Maybe I'm missing purple again. Let me just smell it, if it has a nice smell. Ooh. Now I gotta see what that looks like. Ooh, see that is indigo and violet and blue. So that might be good. I know you can't really see it, but I don't want to get it on my finger because I'm trying to make coffee over here and do a video over here. So I might do this one. This is also semi-permanent, and this is also vegan. Do not mix with peroxide. I never do. Does not contain ammonia or peroxide. That's good. Brilliant hair color. Formulated in Italy. Ooh, Venice. Okay. Look how pretty. That cheers me up. Oh. So I might do that. I might do that first. Sorry for putting my arm there in your face. Yeah, here's the color. Here's the color. So it's like a deep, deep color. The only thing with Arctic Fox Blue is it would deposit, see my black? It would deposit the black. The black would be blacker. And then the lighter ones would turn the blue. Blue Jean Baby. So I still never put it away because I like to look at it. And I'm also lazy. Okay? And I haven't been a good cleaning lady lately. Can't be everything. Oh, that smells so good. That smells like candy straight up. Look at that. See, it's kind of the same color. So I might have to switch my mind. I might do this because this will condition my hair. And look how dried out it is. And this is only going in the pool twice. You know, I haven't felt like, filling up the pool, and I should. But yeah, this thing's on my mind, and sometimes I just like to meditate and be in my art room. But this will definitely moisturize my hair. And then maybe after that comes out, and it will come out, then I'll do this. I'll do this color. Tanzanite. Okay? Because all of the colors just last a very short amount of time, because every time you wash it out, it comes out. Then go in the pool, and if you don't have a shower cap on, shower caps, I have one. Devin bought me one. It's hideous. It's a hideous looking thing. So, yeah. I'm waiting for my coffee, but let me get to what I wanted to talk to you people about. Look at my Zen zebras, my unique unicorns, my merry mermaids, my merry merman. I know you're out there as clear as the age spot on my head. I know a merman is out there. Okay, anyway, doesn't matter. What I wanted to talk about is, so then the gastroenterologist, okay, I need a PhD in ologists. The gynecologist, the gastroenterologist, let me just stand here, get my pictures in the background, finally did call me. The office called me, and she gave me a date. And I was like, oh, so excited. Are you going to give me a date for the colonoscopy? And she was like, no, this is just to meet the gastro doctor. And I go, okay, when? And she goes, and then he decides whether you need to have that done. And then a new date has to be formulated. And I'm like, oh my God. When you're in pain, and this has been going on for months and months, maybe possibly years. And then with the whole gynecologist thing, not giving me any answers. And I know everybody wants me, like, including Devin, is like, you should be happy. You should be proud of that, I prayed so hard for you, and everybody prayed for you so that you wouldn't have anything wrong with you. And what you don't get is, if it comes to gynecological things and gastrological things, I rather have the gyno, because I don't need any of these organs anymore. And one little thing could have been done to fix it. And now, she's having me checked for colitis, for Crohn's disease. All of these things are really irritable, inflammatory bowel disease. All of these things would make me have it's a scary thing, because trust me, your girl went on Dr. Google, and because I like to be prepared. Nobody's going to tell me anything. I have to be prepared. I do my own research, write down my notes. I'm an educated person, so, I'm also a paranoid person. So, you know where that's going. Anyway, my appointment's not until September 18th. I was like, oh my God. I was hoping to get this taken care of before the summer's over so that I can, because I have a trip that I'm supposed to go on with my kids to Ireland, and also a trip to just, back to New York to visit my family and my friends. And she goes, oh, well, that's the date. And I was like, didn't the doctor say stat? Didn't my gynecologist write on their stat? And she was like, oh, yeah, you're right. She did write that. So, if anybody cancels, do you want me to put you on the canceled list? And I was like, yeah, I want to be on the canceled list. So she's basically putting me on if anybody cancels, but there's a chance that nobody will cancel. So then my son calls up and my daughter calls up today, and they were like, yeah, how you feeling? And by the way, how is October, I think, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th good for our Ireland trip? Is that good? And I'm like, gee, I wish I could tell you. One second. I go, well, I wish I could tell you. And then I told them the blah, blah, blah story. And Laura was like probably confused. And she was like, okay, keep me posted. And so my son actually spoke to me longer. And he's like, well, we could go any time to Ireland, but I heard that September and October is the best weather. Otherwise, it's going to be really cold. But you know what? Ireland is like England, and it is usually damp and rainy. And that is not good for my body. Because in New York, it's like that, where the humidity gets to my arthritis. And I could just imagine, and then put on top of that, I have all these problems with my joints and with going to the bathroom, and I need to have a bathroom nearby. And, I kind of need my own bathroom. Like if we're going to stay in a room, it'll be me, my son, my daughter, and me. And one bathroom, that's going to be kind of hard. So I don't know what we're going to do. So, and I don't, like I'm thinking to myself, I'm going to ruin it for them if I'm sick, but let's think positively that I could go to that gastroenterologist, and then finally go to get the, because since I gave up soda, I have less cramps. Now, I just hurt my back this week, and so it's just like, I was like, come on, God, come on. Can't I have a week of health? Can I have 3 days of health, please? All right. No, I said it in a nicer way. I just said, could you please allow me to have some health, or allow me to find out what's wrong with me so I could correct it, or I could heal it if I knew exactly what it was. Because for months I'm thinking it has to be my uterus, my ovaries, because those pains were terrible. And it could have been all in all, it could have been a flare-up. Because your intestines on the right side and on the left side. So I have pain on both sides. Usually it's the lower abdomen, but I could have an occasional stabbing pain on the right side, top under the ribs, and the left side, top under the ribs. And then it goes down to the other areas. The lower abdomen, which I call the cat belly. Those of you who have cats out there, and when your cat gains a little weight, they have a little cat pouch that almost reaches the floor sometimes. Anyway, I call it, Christine Valvik told me that term. Ever since she told me that, I'm like, how do I get rid of this cat belly? It's like you have your stomach, and then you have, and there's a problem with my stomach anyway. And then you have the cat belly, right? I know some people out there going, exercises and abs and gym and walk and everything and no carbs and keto. I don't even want to hear it anymore. I don't want to hear it. I don't. Okay, I want to live. Okay, and I want to be healthy where I can not feel pain on a constant basis and nobody gives you medication. They just tell you, try your Tylenol. Or try Advil, which yesterday I did. I was in the store and I saw a leave and it said 12-hour relief. So I bought it because I took one in the car because my back feels like somebody took a knife and cut it in half. So when I'm walking around, I'm okay. Just the usual pains on your hip, a stabbing on the hip pain. But that's okay. I can deal with that. When I sit down, that's when I feel it. It's like you're sitting the wrong way. So I can't walk forever. I can't stand forever. Anyway, so the appointment is for, and I've already gone too long. And I'm going to get off soon because I'm going to eat some breakfast. I know it's past lunchtime, but I get up and I have coffee and I don't want to eat yet. Then I eat something. Then I'll eat something and then I'll jump back on. I got out 6 packages. No, I got out 4 of the 6 packages yesterday. So at least they're in the mail. Hopefully, God, let them get there. Anyway, so my appointment is, unless it's moved up, my appointment's at September 18th. At least the hospital is close by, so like I could basically drive myself to it if I had to. But Devin says he'll come with me. If anybody cancels, if God is watching and he wants to move things around, he will. But I will call them again and just tell them, did you find anything any closer? Because the doctor, the gynecologist, she did say this is a stat situation. So, here's my fear. I go to the gastro in September, right? I don't go back to New York. I got people and friends and family asking me constantly, when are you coming? Because I used to go in the summer all the time. And then last year I waited till November so I could be with my daughter on her birthday. I can't do 2 trips. Sometimes I have done 2 trips, but my spirit guides, I listen to them and they tell me, stay by your house, stay by home. And I gotta stay by my bathroom, to tell you the truth. I do. I literally have to know what's going on with my bathroom. I have trouble when I'm at school and I have to go to the bathroom. So what I do is when I'm at school, I try not to take my vitamins until it's almost the end of the day. And I know I can go to the bathroom at least once. I don't even take the green vitamins that are made up of vegetables until the end of the day, which is like 3 o'clock, because then I know I'm going home to a bathroom. Or if I'm going to the gym, I remember those days, I at least have that bathroom to use. But, who am I kidding? I haven't gone there in a long time. But anyway, I always say I'm going to go back. And I have visions of going back. And so first you have to dream it, and then you can make it a reality. But then I feel like, what if I go on September 18th and he says, I can't get you until like November or December. So just go on your trip and, be careful. Because that's a whole different, like when I went to England, the food, I came back, I had so many stomach problems, gastric problems, because the food is all fried, and the food was not good at all. So Ireland is going to be the same type of thing. I mean, except for the drinking. I'll enjoy that. But, like, I don't know how my daughter's going to have vegan food, and my son is gluten-free. But he eats a lot of meat. He likes meat and, vegetables. I like vegetables. I don't like a lot of meat. I get skeeved over meat. I don't like mysterious things in my food. I need it to be kind of plain. I'm more like I deserve to be in Italy because I love that Mediterranean type of food. Anyhow, I like pizza, okay? I like pizza. I like vegetables. I like zucchini, tomatoes, broccoli, string beans, corn. I don't eat that much corn because I know it gives me pain. Because it's probably depositing. And that's another thing. I probably have diverticulitis, self-diagnosed. Because maybe that's what's given me trouble. And so, or even maybe here's another scenario. They push up my appointment to the end of July or early August. They get me in for the colonoscopy before September. That would be great, right? And then they just say, oh, you got diverticulitis. Stay away from seeds. Okay? Then I can go on my trip, but I got to stay away from seeds. I got to make sure that, like, I can have, like, peanut butter and crackers I can eat. Like that, to me, if I could put that in my suitcase, and I know that if I'm hungry and I can't eat the food that they have there, I can have peanut butter and crackers. Rice is always good for me, but I don't want, like, strange things. Like, I can't even eat. Sometimes a hamburger sits the wrong way for me. I do love a BLT, but sometimes I could feel that going through my kidney, going through my intestines, because I am just, wacky intuitive to my body. When I do a body scan, I do feel like it is my intestines, and it scares me. It does scare me. But I am feeling better without the soda. I miss it though, like a good friend. Like I was sitting at the post office yesterday, I think it was, and usually I would run over to Sonic and get something with my soda, one soda, right? Diet soda. And then I sat there and I was like, no, I can't even get the soda. So I'm not even going to treat myself. Not even, like, I bit my nose off to spite my face type of thing. But anyhow, I just bring it down. Bring the energy down. Okay, so I'm proud of myself for getting, and I thank you all for who was praying for me. I am proud of myself for getting the 4 packages out. I got 2 more packages to go. Dawn, I have your name and address, but Doreen, I never heard back from you. So please let me know. If you don't want it and you want me to pick somebody else, let me know too. And nobody has to worry about, nobody should worry about the shipping. It's a lot of shipping, but I'll just claim it as a giveaway on my taxes. I'll just claim it as a giveaway. And if you did give me money, don't worry. The next time you order something, or if you ever order something, I'll put a little extra things in there. You know how I do. Anyway, yeah, so I got the 4 out. I got 2 more to get out. And I got a lot of stuff. I'll show you stuff going here, 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 and always up there. Okay. All right. So we got something here. We got this. I call this one Grace. The wedding dress is called Grace because it's a mixture of gray, and I know it looks like purple, but it's a mixture of gray with purple. And I could see somebody wanting that as their wedding dress, the mermaid style. Then we have pumpkin. It's with the sacral chakra. Yeah, my butterfly a whole butterfly line is coming out good. This one's totally done. I don't know why I didn't just hang it up. Has three different kinds of stones all over it. That's Blue Bayou. And then back in the background, we have this one here. I have names for all of them, but I have them written down. But this one I know is Blue Bayou. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. I still have some that aren't painted yet. 5. With the stones that help your sacral chakra. I made it when I was having a lot of pains in my you know what. And Pink Zebra is still here. Because I didn't do my whole, I want to do, angels are telling me what I have to do. And sometimes it comes out sketchy, like, like, I think you're missing a few paragraphs, angels. Could you be a little clearer? And they're like, well, could you concentrate a little bit? And I say, yes, you're right. Look, I have 3 over here. This one, of course, is not done. This one is, of course, is not done, but I have my, these crystals are being absorbed in it. And this one is totally done, but it says it needs to be, it's absorbing that energy from both of those triangles right there. I love it because it has a purple butterfly that mixes into the canvas and has a blue butterfly. That's my indigo, or tanzanite. That might be my tansy. Okay. And these are just missing some gemstones. You're going to see this. Look at all these gemstones I have. And this is probably going to be here. But this is, what did I say her name was? Something with a T. Yeah, I'm not thinking of it. This is one that doesn't get that much attention. I don't know why. She's so beautiful. I got to do a good old-fashioned. This is the lady that you saw in heaven. She's surrounded by deer and trees, and a fox is thinking about something. And I just love this. I stare at this one a lot. I stare at this one a lot. Cosmo is still here. I was going to give Cosmo away, and then I was like, oh, no, Cosmo's doing something for me. I love that drink. I had that drink. And this one is so peaceful, the present. Tilly. Her name is Tilly. Sorry about that. She's been shellacked so many times. And when she has her gemstones on, these gemstones have to be one by one, so it's going to take me a lot. But I have to be in the mood, I have to be a high vibe, and there's so many things I want to do that I have to concentrate on, so. Okay. Yeah, you guys know. You know what I have. Anyway, I'll do, I got a new book. I write a lot of notes, guys, and I use sticky notes as if I'm at school or in the office, and that works out good for me. Oh, and I didn't even tell you what I wanted to do with the sticky notes. One second. Sip time. Let's have our coffee together. Love when you swallow it. Goes down your esophagus. It takes a while for me because of my esophagus issues. And then it goes down that pipe, and when it hits your stomach, it's like warmth of love, peace, and love. I know it's weird, right? I'm weird. But I accept it. I accept my weirdness. Let me go get my notes so I can make this video even longer, and I was supposed to make it short. Doesn't matter. I could be who I want to be. Whoever needs to see me, I know God will bring you to me. And whoever needs to. I'm trying for the life of me to get this. And it was not working. Everything's okay. Yeah. So my affirmations that I have to get busy on, now that I know my ovaries and everything's okay, except for the rectocele, which we apparently do nothing about. I was like, I thought we were supposed to do something about my rectocele. She was like, what? No. I go, why? She goes, yeah, we could do surgery on that, but you do surgery on that the when people, looks like I have no shirt on, but I do have a shirt on. Okay. Unshirt. Okay. So you only do that when people are having a lot of trouble, and she doesn't think I'm having a lot of trouble with that. Okay. So I stopped watching those videos. I did stop watching those videos, thank God. That were terrible, that were like, do this exercise so that your ass doesn't fall into your uterus, or your uterus into your ass. I was like getting and I was doing all these exercise things, and people who had surgery, people who didn't have surgery, and where you lay on the floor and you lift up your butt, and you lay on the floor and you put your legs over like that onto a bed, and then you lift up your butt, and then I think I friggin' hurt myself. I'm like, stop this, stop the insanity. So I did. Okay. Anyway, I might upload this after I upload the other thing that I really wanted to do, that I just have to have a little breakfast to do. I have to have some energy, because it's going to be more of a psychic thing. I think you guys will like it. Hopefully some people will watch it. Okay. All right. So anyhow, when I was sitting at the table having my first coffee, I said, you know what? I really should address the questions. I should do it, not this video, but I want to tell you, I'm going to be doing a video. Should it be a video or a live? You let me know, okay? I don't like it up so high. Here, you'll have to see my chins, but that's okay. Okay, wait, sorry. I don't want you to see my chins, but all right. Let me put you on a sticky note. That's a little bit higher. Okay, that's better. All right, so calm down. Let's do 3 cleansing breaths, okay? In through the nose. When we blow it out, we're blowing out stress and tension, negativity, right? When we're inhaling beautiful healing breaths that will heal every cell in our body, starting with our face and nose, going to our head, third eye, crown chakra, going past our throat chakra, going into our chest and heart chakra, going down into our stomach, yellow solar plexus, then going into our very important reproductive system, including our intestines, gallbladder, spine, red root chakra, a spine. Okay, I know that's a lot of work, but trust me, the energy could do it. As we breathe out, we get the toxins out. As we breathe in, think positive, healing breath. And this is going to help us. Yeah, I had a lot of things. Have I not been on lately? Well, I did my last live last Saturday. That was kind of long. I haven't really done any. Yeah? Haven't really done any videos since that date, right? But have I? I don't know. Who keeps track anymore? Okay. Isn't that beautiful? Deep breath in. Out in 5.
You told me I needed to wet the turtle?
Yeah, I'm taping something.
No, I said you told me I needed to wet the turtle.
There was like poop.
All right. I see ya. Yeah.
Okay, next one. Breathe in, because we always try to do it 3 times. If you want to do it 5 times, if you're having a panic attack, do it 5 times. Okay. We're just going to do it 3 because I want to tell you, it's already 35 minutes, and I want to tell you what the frig I wrote on these papers. Okay. Then I want to do the other video, and then actually I have to eat something, so then I'll do the other video. Probably upload that one first, then this second. Okay, anyhow. Breathe in. And when we breathe in, we hold it for 5 seconds. Or 10. Breathe out little by little on 5. Little bit. Little bit more. Little more. Little bit. Empty your lungs. One more time. We're going to hold it for 10 seconds. If you feel like you can't, don't. Okay? If you have asthma, just do what you can. All right? If you have asthma, this isn't probably good for you. Okay? But as of now, I don't have asthma. Okay? We'll see. Anyway, no, I don't. Anyway, I find this so healing. So freaking healing. That's why I burn all the stuff that I was burning this. That Christina gave me. I burned the stuff that Crystal Divine gave me. I still have that. I still have a lot left because she gave me 1 million. And then I burned these sticks, the Palo Santo, because the white sage, you have to open a window or a door to let out the negativity. It does take care of the negativity, but you got to let it out. So that's my only problem that I have with that. Okay, let's take a deep breath in, hold it for 10. Let it out. Let it out. A little bit more. A little more. And empty. When you empty, act like you're blowing out your birthday candles, and there's 75 candles. Why did I say that? Because I know you're not 75, or maybe you are 75, but you want to do a big breath, okay? So to release anything that's still in there. Isn't this beautiful? It's from Devon for my anniversary. I've been wearing it ever since. This is an Irish blessing ring with emeralds and a white topaz. Not pretty? I saw it in an Inquirer magazine. I circled it and said, I want this. He copied it. Now we're just going to breathe in and breathe out like 5 times, like in and in, right? It's relief. It's a relief breath. You ready? And you might feel lightheaded, and I do right now. You might feel high, and I do right now. It's okay. Float with it. Float with it. I want to do it one more time.
Right?
Yeah, I'm just doing breathing, old-fashioned, my breathing exercises I used to do back in the day. I heard you. On a video right now. gotta let this sit because I think I lit it too much. And use Christina's beautiful shell that she gave me. And I'll let this sit because I lit it way too much and now it's becoming like charcoal. Okay, so getting back to why I'm here, and I gotta end this soon. So I decided, why not use the questions that I have gotten in the past, in the recent past, and a long time ago, because I always go through my comments. I might not have given you a heart or a comment back. That's because I didn't see it. And so I'm going back in my comments in the analytics, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Tammy has like the most amount of comments. If she doesn't give me just hearts and emojis. What happened? But yeah, Tammy gives me so many emojis and hearts and stuff, and I really appreciate it. And I'm so sorry if I don't see it all the time. So I'm getting back to things that were a month ago, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, and I'm seeing different comments. So I apologize for that. I appreciate your comments. I appreciate even hearts. Leisha Fierce, she gives me a lot of hearts and prayers up and different things. And I am not ignoring anybody. I just didn't see it. YouTube sometimes holds comments, reviews them, or holds them. We don't see them right away. So I don't think I'm ever being snotty. I'm not a snotty person. I do sometimes fall behind on comments. I'm not popular. I'm not that popular. I didn't eat it yet.
It's 2 o'clock. You should eat. Then you wonder why you have pains.
I know. I'm going to right after this. I'm done in 5 minutes. So, I decided that I'm going to write down some comments that I didn't see, or they were interesting comments, and do a video on it. Okay? So, here's some of the things that people wanted me to do a video on. Idaho 4, of course, was big. It was like, I did my Idaho 4 videos way back when it happened, last November. Then I did a couple more. I don't have a lot, but I have quite a few. Like, I didn't know that people still want the kids to be channeled, because I've already done that. I mean, you can go back to my playlist and say, channeling of Kaylee and Maddie, channeling of Ethan and Xana. But apparently some people still want that to be done. They're like, when are you going to channel Ethan and Xana? And I'm like, I already did. And they go, yeah, I know, I saw that, but again. So I saw that come up a lot. So I said, you know what? I'm going to give you guys what you want to see. I'm going to, it'll take me some time to meditate, but I will create a video on these following subjects. So the Idaho 4, of course, specifically seemed to be a lot. Kaylee and Maddie, what they were thinking or what they thought, or what I think, because I'm not God. Everything's allegedly for entertainment reasons only. What my theories are, reflections of Xana and Ethan. And what I do is I pray and then I meditate. Sometimes it takes me all day. Sometimes I'll meditate the night before. I'll write down my notes. I'll do like automatic writing. I'll try to channel in that way. If I use my dowsing rods, I don't like to use them on the air. I can use them on the air. I'm not ashamed of anything I do. Otherwise I wouldn't have done it. But sometimes I don't feel like my dowsing rods are 100%. So just like when I do cards, the cards will show up and sometimes I won't understand what they mean. And I'll feel like the answer is not fully there, because sometimes we're not meant to know the full answer because we're not God. But anyhow, I am going to deal with these subjects. And then specifically, I have what my subs asked me is, do I think Brian did it? Then do I think, they're like, Mr. Brady, do you think BK killed all four? Four of them? Like, did he just kill the two girls, leave the house, and somebody else killed the other two? Okay. Do I think that BK acted alone? Okay. I've dealt with some of these questions, but I'm going to remeditate on them on the new video. Let me know what you think. And if there are other questions that you have, or even if it's not this case, let me know. Because I will pay attention to the questions and write them out like I did, what my subs asked me. And I think it'll be a more organized thing, how I can use my gifts to, kind of address your question. Another question again and again was, did BK act alone? Do I think? Did BK show red flags as a kid or teen? I am very interested in that. I watch a lot of videos about anything to do with Chris Watts's childhood, anything to do with, what's his name? What? Babe, who's that killer that killed a lot of people in the 70s?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Anything you said.
Who's the killer that killed a lot of people in the 70s?
Son of Sam?
Son of Sam. Who's the other one that was charming, escaped from prison? No, the one that escaped from prison.
Oh, the guy with the black hair, I don't remember his name.
You got me a book on him.
Yeah, I don't remember his name.
Okay, I can't think of his name. You guys know who I'm talking about. He was charming and handsome, but yet he killed so many people. Okay. Some people ask me, what I did, Ted Bundy. Thank you, Spirit. Why am I doing it? What am I in a Baptist church? Thank you. Okay. Oh, my Tyler Perry. Anyway, Ted Bundy. There's two kinds of Ted Bundy's childhood. Jeffrey Dahmer. I have not, that Netflix show, people told me, and my family, friends of mine told me, Katrina, you don't want to watch that. If you watch it, you will never sleep. You don't sleep as it is. I am plagued with whether I watch a happy show or a comedy, and I try to watch comedies. I do. I've been watching comedies on Netflix at night and falling asleep to that. I still have the nightmares. I have weird dreams where I don't want to go to sleep. I don't. And I know I have to go to sleep. I'm very tired. I get tired, especially if I'm using my third eye. Anyway, Ted Bundy has two types of childhood. The childhood that he talked about, the childhood his mother talked about, and actually three. And the childhood that people who knew him talked about, and his teachers. Okay, as a child, as a kid. All right, so of course, what is most mothers going to do? They're always going to put the most beautiful spin, because that's their baby. They can't imagine their baby child, their baby daughter, their baby son, ever growing up to hurt anybody, hurt animals, hurt people, hurt children. So they're going to, some of them might be like that. The kid was a prick from the day he was born. Okay. The kid was an oddball since he came out of my womb. All right. That's some people. Some people are realists, and they're just like, no, that kid there's something not right. Something not right. I mean, as a teacher, I had this ability where I could see where somebody didn't have a conscience, or somebody was just spoiled and maybe just could change for the good, but that they're going to need their parents to be supportive and do tough love, more tough love. And then there were kids that had just such a rough life, going from foster home to foster home. And then there was this certain students. I had a first grader that brought in a gun. I had that same first grader. He brought in a gun. Actually, he brought the gun in kindergarten. Well, first grade, he was left back. That's right. And then I got him. The teacher told me, oh, he brought in a gun, and the principal did nothing about it. She hid it. She hid it because she didn't want to get bad press. Right? That teacher could have been shot. That teacher was my friend. Anyway, you know what he did for me when he was in my class? He put I would always be vacuuming my rug because you had to buy your own rug that the kids had to sit on. You had to do mini lessons. And he would put his hand in his back of his, in his butt and pull out crap that he just crapped and smear it all over my rug. Okay? Then his father came in. His mother was nowhere to be found. His father and his girlfriend came in and said, you don't like my son. And you don't, and I told him about, well, yeah, I love all my students, but, your student is doing this, punching the girl next to him. She would just go like this. He'd be acting like, I would say, pay attention, say his name was Mikey. Mikey, pay attention. And he would go like this and go, pow, to the girl next to him. Pow. And then she would have like a black eye, or her eye would be swollen. She would just like go. It came to the point where nobody was ever disciplining him except me, right? Then when I would, try to discipline him, the principal didn't like me, so the parents would come up and complain, and instead of backing me up, the principal would be on their side. So this is what I had to deal with. Anyhow, that kid's bad things were gonna happen. Okay, I mean, starting with the gun in kindergarten, then putting your crap all over the rug. And you know why he did that? Because his father told him, if you have to go to the bathroom and she won't let you go to the bathroom. We weren't allowed to let them go during the mini lesson because that's what we were told. So we would let them go to the bathroom in the morning. Then when it was time to go to the carpet for like 5-10 minutes, they had to stay there without everybody, leaving. His father told him, if she won't let you go to the bathroom, you go right there on that rug. So instead, he pulled it out and smeared it all on my rug. Isn't that disgusting? Okay, and that's a 6-year-old. Imagine, I don't know how old he would be now, because that was like, say, 2004, 2003, 2002, circa 2002. Yeah, so he would be 20-something if he's alive. Okay, anyhow, I'm very interested, getting back to it, I'm very interested in the childhood of people. So we don't know if we're going to get the correct answers from the mother and father, but the sisters, BK's sisters, are talking up a storm. Matter of fact, BK was involved with stealing his sister's iPhone and selling it in the mall for $200, and she just bought it for $400. And the father called the cops, and he went to jail for that. Okay, got out soon after, but was that the father finally listening to the sisters and seeing what he did to his own sister? And the father wanting, probably the mother said, no, don't do it, don't call the cops, we'll give her the money back or whatever, let's cover it up. I don't know that happened, allegedly, but the father definitely called the cops, let the cops be called. Maybe they were so sick of all these incidents happening and the sisters constantly complaining about their brother, and this isn't right, he did this and he did that, and why is he always the glory boy just because he's the only son? You let him get away with everything. He was involved with drugs, and and this and that, and now this is the last straw, and he went to jail. I don't know how long he stayed. Maybe he just stayed a night. Maybe the father thought this will teach him a lesson because he's not going to want to be in jail, right? So maybe that lesson helped him a little bit. Anyhow, getting back to Ted Bundy's childhood, Ted Bundy would say, and his mother would say, oh, he was so bright, he was so smart, he was great at sports, he was great at studies. The teachers and people who were in class with him had a whole different story. Different story about a childhood neighborhood friend said that he did something to an animal in the woods. He witnessed it, he showed him, and he thought it was so funny. He took him in the woods and showed him, and he was like, why would you do that? I don't remember specifics. Then in class, the teacher, one of the teachers he had, and students too, said he was not smart. He was not extremely intelligent, okay? So well, he was doing something to like cheat, and he wasn't like the number one student, smartest student in the class. So he did something to compensate for that. Yes, he was charming. Okay, yes, he was good looking. But he didn't seem to be able to make that many relationships last. So like there's a really good biography about him where they have the friends of the family talking about Ted Bundy's childhood, and it was the opposite of what he said and the opposite of what his mother said. Okay, so somewhere in there is the truth.
He said he needs my help.
Okay, so I have, did BK kill all four? Did BK act alone? Did BK show red flags as a kid or a teen? That was my last one. Where are the bloody clothes? Because there had to be bloody clothes. Even if he wore those like, allegedly, if it was him, he wore those little pads on his feet that they wear during the crime scene. You can get rid of those. And he wore gloves. His clothes still had to get splatters, right? Even if they were black clothes. So did he wash them? Did he throw them away? Did he wash them and then throw them away? Or did he bury them? Like I see in the shower curtain. Shower curtain's missing in his apartment. Okay, so I'm going to get into that question. I'm going to meditate on the question of where are the bloody clothes and knife. Okay, we have the sheath, but we don't have the knife. Has he killed before? I got that question a lot, and I'm just going to deal with it. I'm gonna try to answer it. Was that it on the Idaho? Yeah. Well, actually not. Idaho energy, talking with the different people, you know, the different spirits, Xana, Maddie, Ethan, and Kaylee. Let's chat, where I'll do, like some people were asking me for more messages for them, you know, so like my collective messages from Divine, I did get some of that. I will be doing that. And then also, there was a few Enan Harsh intuitive reads. They were asking me a lot of questions about Enan Harsh. Now, I've been watching a couple of things on him. I remember him from the past. I've been watching him, and there's something weird and off with his eyes. So I'm going to watch him again, and I will do something just for him. And I'll give you my intuition about him, my read on him, okay? But I'm going to separate him. Like, I'm going to do a separate video for him. I don't want to mix it in. I want to meditate up. Maybe it'll be 15 minutes. Maybe it'll be a half hour. But I want to separate him from the rest of them because it's a lot of energy. And sometimes intuitives get mixed up. All right? So that's on that list. Then I had maybe 2 to 3 to 4 people asking me about Britney Spears. Okay? Because Britney Spears, just got involved in. She was walking behind a football player. Was he a football player or a basketball player, Dev? Do you know?
Who?
Britney Spears.
What about it?
You know, she went to get she wanted his autograph,
Oh, I don't know anything
and
about
she
that.
went to go tap his shoulder, and he's like 7 foot something, and she's like 5'4", and she went to tap his shoulder, and his bodyguard swooped in and smacked her in the face. Her head went back like that.
I didn't know
So
that.
she was doing a suit against him, but really it should be against his bodyguard, but the bodyguard was protecting the 7 foot one guy.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So a couple of people were asking me, like, you know, is she going nuts? Is she all right? You know, what's going to happen? Why did she do that? She didn't hurt. I watched that video over and over again. She's not a violent person. She went to tap him, and she kind of jumped up like, 'cause she's short and he's 7 foot something, and she went to tap him on the shoulder because she was right behind him. She wanted his autograph. Maybe she wanted a picture, and the bodyguard said for him to just go forward, like with blinders on, and just keep walking. And he said a statement too, like, you know, he's innocent. He didn't do it. It was you know, they should apologize to her. And they're like, they want her to apologize to them. And now I think she has some sort of lawsuit because her head went back, like the bodyguard didn't know it was Britney Spears, and
Well, she
he
shouldn't have
thought
touched
it was just, yeah, she just went to tap him, but
Doesn't
I
matter,
guess,
you don't do that.
yeah. So anyhow, I will try to fit in Britney. I do have 2 videos on Britney Spears way before she got the conservatorship done and she got on her own. I predicted all of that she would get married, she would either have her own baby or a surrogate, or adopt, and she was going to move to like a quiet island, and I think she moved to Hawaii, but she still comes back and forth. But still, the stuff that I said came out, but I don't get any attention for it. So go back and see my Britney's. Just put in Mystic Brady Britney Spears. 2 videos from a long time ago. Okay. I think that's it. I think that's all. Yeah. An intuitive read on Enan Harsh. Just because he's just been coming in my attention lately. A lot of people are saying that he gets paid $1,200 or a certain amount of money every interview he does, and that's kind of low-key trashy. But what I do is I watch a video, then I watch another video. If I don't feel filled up, then I meditate, then I watch it again.
Watch another video.
Yeah.
And then sometimes I just watch another video.
Why are you making fun of me?
It's funny.
Devin's making fun of my process.
Hey, you're watching a video.
I want to be correct.
I get it. You're watching a video.
I'm watching a video, but
Then you're watching that video again.
the regular person just watches the video. I watch it intuitively and
You watch it
through
again?
my third eye.
And you watch it again.
Well, I'm doing it through my third eye, though, bro.
Okay.
Don't be
good.
fresh. He's
You
being
watch it again.
fresh. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go beat up Devin now.
Oh, baby.
Okay.
Beat me, whip me, make me scream.
You pervert.
Pervert.
You prevert. Okay. Yeah, so if you guys see this video and you're like totally confused, what is Katrina talking about? Oh, there's one other thing that people did ask me for, and I just couldn't do it yet. I will try to do it because I try to serve. I try to serve and protect. The Gigolo Beach murders, probably because they figure, oh, you're from New York, but this is Long Island. I'm not from Long Island. I will try to. I tried to tap into it when I first started getting. I was mad at myself. I was like, I'm from New York, and how did I miss this serial killer? But because I haven't been living there for 8 years, so I'm not really, open to. I'm so engrossed in all these other cases, and the readings. And I didn't forget about Cancer. I'm actually going to write down Cancer, Moonchild. And happy birthday, Shanna, my daughter's girlfriend. It was her birthday on the 17th. And happy birthday, my brother-in-law, Johnny. Today.
Pack everything.
Yeah. Packing up your present. What am I writing? Oh, I was trying to write Cancer, and this pen likes to work every other letter. Moonchild reading. Yeah, so I just figured it was good to address the questions. I know I didn't answer them yet. I did answer them in my older videos, but what you guys were saying by asking the questions over and over again is you're trying to you want me to deal with it again. You want me to meditate on it again. And still, you're not done with it. So I understand that. I'm not done with it either. And isn't this a nice burn? I know it's not like my cauldron like I used to do. I still have my cauldron, but it's just too hot out there. I can't do my cauldron in here. I have done it when Devin had gone away with his brother, when he goes away to get treatment at the hospital in Houston, and then I would bring my cauldron out. But he hasn't gone away lately, so. Devin, are you going away?
I don't want you to use the folder.
I won't. I'll just use the shell. Use the shell. The shell holder. Okay, so anyhow, now I'm just talking nonsense.
Anywho.
A piece of thing went on there. Okay, so if you have any other questions about other cases, just let me know. There's a lot of energy going around Summer, parents, if you can call them that, Don and Candace, but just best be aware. These children and these people that are missing, murdered, and they will be found. The people who've done it to them will be put in jail. Okay? Justice will be had. Namaste.